Hello and what's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, this is Nancy Akinyi's channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment on the comment section of how the video was and everything. Every comment is allowed, either negative or positive, because najua kuna mahaters. This is a slide. So today I want us to talk about something called the DU test. DU test. Okay, this is about medical. This is medical. On my channel there is entertainment, there is lifestyle, health. Yeah, and today we are going to talk about the laboratory setup, particularly on blood grouping. So there is a video I've done about blood group. If you've not watched, please don't forget to watch it. I've already uploaded the video plus this one. Now this one is not a continuation, but it's the other side of blood grouping. We know blood grouping has different blood groups. We have blood group A, we have blood group B, we have blood group AB, and then we have blood group O. And in the middle of all these blood groups, they either be, sorry, I was looking. In the middle of all these blood groups, it's either negative or positive. So we might be having blood group A, positive A, negative B, positive B, negative O, positive O, negative, and then we can also have AB, yeah. AB positive and then AB negative, but I know some of you knows their blood groups, others doesn't know their blood groups. So this is the slide we usually use in the laboratory setup to test for your blood group. You just take blood, like when you look at my previous video on blood grouping, you'll understand this first part, because the later part is about the DU test, which I want to highlight you about. So this one is the slide we usually use for blood grouping. It has 3 circles, 1, 2, and 3. They are white, and then they are circled with a blue ring. The ring cannot be seen. Okay, it's black and white video, but the ring is usually bluish. So you put a drop of blood on A, a drop of blood on B. You can see there is something here, so they are marked A, B, and D. So you put a drop of blood on A, a drop of blood on B, and a drop of blood on D. A, B, and D. So this just to determine the rhesus factor. These two are to determine the blood group of that patient or of you, my viewer. So we have this packet here. This packet is a blood group. Okay, let me put it a bit closer. It is written anti-A, B, and D. IgG plus IgM. Those are immunoglobulins in your blood. In each and everyone's blood, they have those immunoglobulins or even antibodies. Any of the name can do. So let me okay, I think I forgot to keep them as they usually should be kept. Sorry for that. We usually have A. They usually kept like this. This is A. This one is B, anti-sera. This to test the B blood group, and then this one is used to determine the B blood group, and then this one is the D anti-sera, which usually is used to determine the rhesus factor of that patient. And so we have this A. This is a black and white video, so this one is just colorless. But when you watch my previous video, you just see the clear color of all these things. So this one is colorless, and then you have this other one is yellowish. This one is the blue anti-sera B. Blue, sorry, anti-sera B to determine blood group B, and then this one is anti-sera D. It's at least E, it's a bit darker, it's usually bluish in color, it's bluish, only that the video is so this one is bluish, this one is yellowish, and then this one is colorless. This one is A, this one is B, and then this one is the anti-D, which is used to determine the rhesus factor. So today we wanted to learn about the DU test. After you've done a blood group on a patient, maybe a woman, a pregnant woman, or even just any other person who wants like to these people going for the driving license, I see them wanakuja kupimwa blood group. So yeah, I was peeping out. I thought there was somebody. So when ukikuja kupimwa blood group, when you have to be tested on blood group, example, we put it on a purple top. Let me just show you a purple top, how it looks like. Yeah, this one is a purple top. Okay, my video is colorless, so this one is a purple, but when you see my other videos, you usually see these tubes because nimezionesha nishaongea about. I've talked about them on my previous videos. So this one is a purple top. We put some blood here, and then we take a pipette, we take some kidogo too, just a portion of it, and then we put some drops on this slide. A drop, and a drop, and then we add on circle A we add antisera A, on circle B we add antisera B, and then on circle D we add antisera D. That is after adding your blood of that patient on it. And then we stir with something called applicator stick. After stirring the blood, then we start tilting. We also have a machine for tilting, but the machine for tilting, or if you want to use your hands, you can just tilt, but in a slow motion, making sure you don't pour out the sample because it is in liquid form. After that, when you finish that, you will see that this patient, sorry, my video inakwama, you might see might be having a negative blood group, either A negative, B negative, O negative, B O, A B negative, or O negative. So when you notice a negative blood group, what you usually do, you just write A negative. To continue with a test called the DU test. We recommend for that test. For any lab technician, will recommend for that test, but yeah, I think every lab technician always recommend for that test in case the test is A negative, B negative, AB negative, or O negative, so that you may confirm if really this blood group is negative, because there are those people whose antigens are a bit not that much reactive. They need to be added something called antiglobulin, and that is what is inside the DU reagent. It's called DU test and then DU reagent. That reagent has something called antiglobulin. So that antiglobulin is what will help you to determine if this blood group is negative really or positive, because advantages and some of the disadvantages. So hazipendwi sana, especially kama ni O negative. But for positive, we are good to go. So for us to confirm that, remembering on what I've said earlier, hapa kulikuwa na A and you added antisera A. Hapa tulikuwa na B and you added antisera B. Hapa tulikuwa na D and you added antisera D. My video imekuwa mapoleni. So after mixing with your applicator stick and then tilting, and then you get that your result is negative, what you'll do next, you take the anti-D. You take the anti-D serum and then you add to the D part. After adding to the D part, you'll get that, and then you tilt it again. After tilting, you now see the reaction. The reaction may be negative or positive. If it is negative, it will be a confirmation test that that person is negative. If it is positive, it will be a confirmation test that that person is positive, only that the antigens were not that much reactive, so they needed a booster, which is the antiglobulin reagent, for you to know. So that is the DU test. I hope you've understood it. It is used to confirm if the patient is rhesus negative or positive. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video because we come to the end of it.